All right, next up, we got Gillian Robertson versus Taila Santos. So both of these girls had fights lined up recently that got canceled. Both have been training for the fight and are active fighters. Robertson, on one hand, has won 6 fights by submission, and Santos has won 10 fights by knockout. I think what's going to happen here is Robertson is going to look for the ground game and submission attempts. Robertson will try to use her grappling to overwhelm Santos. And Robertson, she's coming off some good wins and even some good losses against great opponents. She's had good coaching, but now she's moving to a new coaching team, and this can bring about some new skills and new tools for her, for sure, but it could also hinder her game. And by that I mean, like, any new experience, it takes time to get comfortable. Like, maybe these new coaches like coach differently. Maybe she's not used to the style or the new things that she's learning. Maybe they kind of touch on different parts of her game and kind of let go of other parts that were working really well. And I mean, Santos has good experience herself. She could push the pressure. She could be quite aggressive. She's got the 5-inch reach advantage, so she could really use those jabs and those strikes to keep Gillian at bay, keep Gillian from getting in, pulling the grappling and getting Santos down and looking for the submission. Santos should try to keep this fight standing at all costs. As long as she keeps her range and distance, maybe uses leg kicks, uses those jabs as I mentioned, plays the long game, she could probably easily try and pick apart Gillian out. The problem is Gillian's a tough girl. She's a tough cookie. She doesn't mind taking a couple hits. She'll get in there. She'll brawl for a few seconds if she has to, just to get the clinch. Once she gets the clinch, she's going to look for the takedown. She's going to look to take you down. So I think that's Gillian's game plan, and I'm not sure if Santos could keep Gillian at bay. She might be able to do that with other fighters, other female fighters, but Gillian's not one to sort of like back down. She's one to sort of go more into a fight, even if she's being pressured. The problem for Robertson here is that Santos does have good takedown defense and striking defense. If Robertson can't get Santos down, then Santos will most likely win this fight by decision or knockout. I think this all comes down to Robertson's grappling skills and takedown skills. As I said, if she could take Santos down, this is her fight. I'm going to give it to Robertson for that fact, but also because she's Canadian and I'm Canadian. And you know what else I'm figuring out? A bunch of these other people on YouTube who also do fight predictions seem to be Canadian. So there's a lot of love out of Canada for UFC and specifically predicting fights, I guess. So shout out to all the other Canadian fight prediction people out there. Props to all y'all. If you're Canadian, put a thumbs up down below. Hit that like button. If you're not Canadian, hit the like button anyway, because why not?